Hello, this is Solomon. Today we're going to be looking at a 1v1 on Nuclear Winter, which is one of my favorite maps to look at. Stuff on the mountains, except for what the fuck is this? Holy shit. They fucking rushed this map in production because what the fuck are these lines? Like, holy shit, this is so rough. But besides that, like, it's very nice to look. Map's very nice to look at. It's very pretty. Anyway, so we both went random. I got France, Super Crumpets got Germany. Okay, so obviously Germany is super favored on this matchup because a ton of towns, a ridiculous amount of towns actually, in forest, tons of forest and town. So obviously this is going to be a very infantry favored map, much more so than usual. And France is really garbage against infantry because if there's one infantry, you have to at least build a panhard, just 20 supply. But if there's infantry in the town, you can't do shit because like if armor goes in a town, it just dies instantly. There's infantry there, so in general, it's also really difficult for France to deal with units in towns. But if there's like 3 infantry or 2 infantry, you're probably also going to need like an actual tank too. So then you're spending at least 40 to deal with 10 supply worth of units, and it's just really not effective. Like, France cannot go wide. They're not good at it. So with that, okay, 5 depot start. Crumpets is a meme start and does 3 depot double secondary base, which is a meme. So now Francis is going to lose on the ground, so you obviously have to make the game go in the air. So you have to build an airfield as France to force Germany to build an airfield, and you're both spending more money on air. Now Germany should still be able to find the money for infantry at some point, but at least the air can strafe infantry. You don't have to send a panhard to go deal with one infantry. You can just strafe it instead. Speed it up. I get a 6 depot, and I'm also making an airfield. And the best decision here is paratroopers, since there's a bunch of spread out depots and secondary bases. So yeah, just go paratroopers and land on all of it. Crumpets gets his own airfield out. Here comes the paratrooper spam. Sectors are pretty good on this map. First fighter comes out, but I drop after he starts shooting, so. I dropped this one, but the fighter auto targets, and I didn't think the fighter had enough ammo left, but he ends up killing this one, which is actually really annoying. Since every depot kill really counts here. But yeah, Crumpets only has enough money to defend one of these. So I immediately captured a secondary base. I'm going after this depot, I'm killing this depot too. I'm having these 2 guys go into the towns. It's not worth it to try to capture this secondary base until this kill my infantry right away. And now I get my own advanced fighters, which I'm sending over. Unfortunately, this guy dies. I was probably 1 grenade salvo away from killing a depot. I do kill this depot. I play Kino because this is really good because I can force Crumpets into fighting in this. Oh, he has 2 depots. I'm just gonna kill, but I can force Crumpets into fighting this area and force him to spend all his resources defending the area around his HQ. So it's gonna put him under a lot of pressure. It's gonna be a lot harder for him to focus on exploiting pressure elsewhere. Since like he can't lose his HQ, so he needs to stop me from taking it. He misses the strafe on the fortified position, which is really interesting. So this gives me AA, which is well needed, especially since he's so much closer to his airfield and I'm so far away. I really need any extra support in the air battles. Plus the fortified position is sniping the supply trucks from this depot. Also, by tying up Crumpets here, I basically get I get a ton of map control since it's gonna be so much harder for him to spend money to get control over this area. And I basically control all this area of the map since he has to deal with this before he goes over here. Go ahead and take the depot right here. But he's sending his infantry around, so I'm like, shit, he's gonna kill it, isn't he? I'll build artillery AA base for artillery and AA. Haven't taken any more depots yet. Building out my air force. On the bright side, I do kill all these infantry, and it was at least 7 or 8 infantry, so it was kind of an equal trade. And only killed the depot. Double pan hard. So then I'm like, oh yeah, well I have a bunch of fighters, so let me go kill Crumpets. I also get a truck strafe. Kills my pan hard since I'm reacting too late to do strafe. Plus I'm focusing on these lanes. So he goes ahead and captures this, which isn't bad. But probably, I don't know if it would have been better destroyed or not. So I don't know. These planes decide to not auto-target for some reason. So, well, he loses 3 planes still, but I lose 1. So it still worked out. We're gonna get more BLM bits for Crumpets. Now he's coming out with the Stukas. And I'm trying to deal with the infantry that are coming from the flank mid. And he captures both of these, but I can have pairs research. So while the supply loss is annoying, I can just recapture them fairly soon. Lose these camels, unfortunately. And this infantry is still in the town right here. It's like, I was like, oh yeah, that exists. And I was like, how do I get rid of it? But I do end up making a barracks. In order to the main reason I made the barracks to recapture the secondary base in case I lost it. Since if I lose this position right here, Crumpets can just start spamming infantry across all of the map instead of focusing on me right here. That would be really bad. Like I just lose so much from losing this area. Like Crumpets wouldn't be under any pressure anymore, pretty much. Yeah, in any case, Crumpets is he's losing too many infantry. Like he's not doing enough damage to them. I mean, he is doing a lot, but he's also losing to so many infantry at the same time. Okay, here come the jet fighters. Yeah, these are light bombers. I was gonna try to work this down. But my air micro is horrible, so I don't make it work. Like, he gets the kills off. Taking more depots on my side. I make legionnaires to go clear out this town so I can take these depots and put production right here. Trying to do more infantry infiltration, but I'll take care of it. Although I do end up killing one of the jet fighters, which is nice, but that everyone gets away. Now Crumpets comes out with the Proto base and Pumas. Which, I mean, it's not the worst idea, but I mean, I'm obviously going to respond to it really quickly with AT. So it's a very, very short-term solution. I almost kill one with the B1 BIS, actually. More light artillery and B1 BIS. Yeah, like... The problem is, like, he just has this blob of forest in town, so it's just... All he needs to do is make infantry. And they can just... Well, you can use so much less supply to hold me off. Rebel one's coming out, so I had to work from in. It's gonna be really difficult to deal with. Well, they're not difficult to deal with, but... You need to deal with them quickly, since they do a ton of damage, and it's like 2-shot buildings and 2-shot light units with their rockets. Although, the response for me is assault guns and medium artillery. Yeah, see that 4 or 5 positions got 2-shot. Yeah, so there's 2 dead Pumas. And I'm sniping away. Oh yeah, so I dropped 2 more paratroopers, and I managed to kill this depot. Kill that werewolf in there. But this had a really weird pathing, and he kept on going on the forest, but I do eventually kill the depot. So that's actually a really big blow. Crumpets is building admin since like you can't access any of the remaining depots on the map. Meanwhile, I'm just taking more depots. We're getting heavy artillery out to deal with the rockets. Also have the light artillery shooting. So he's pushing me back with his infantry Pumas and rockets. And he's so close to like if he captures that barracks, that probably wouldn't be game with ammo and he'd be on this, but that was nervously close. Crumpets makes a blockhouse and an AT base. Blockhouse isn't a bad idea since again it snipes recon through the forest. Like if he goes Italy, he would have flat out killed. Italy on this map will be brutal with their Breda trucks. That'd actually be insane. Like since half this map is forest. Here comes a Pack 36 spam. Yeah, so it's pretty clear he's like lining up for a mass offensive of light units. Or just infantry, AT, Pumas. I also get Lorraine's out, so I have some anti-tank. Okay, Lorraine's are like super garbage. But all 44s are also like really garbage. And I kind of like Beyond BIS are really, they have really nice. And all 44 is a downgrade in some aspects from Beyond BIS, since the Beyond BIS is the same armor level, well half the price, and they're just really solid. And anti-light unit, and they can just tank so much damage, take so much punishment for their price. So I just opted for a couple Lorraines instead. Now, if you start coming out with King Tigers, yeah, the Lorraines aren't gonna make the cut, or even this Tigers. But I was trying to look for super heavies. I get them before R44s. R44s aren't good, as I just said. They actually pushed 4 to be on BIS. And I finally also get assault 40s. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of ambushes, which is really annoying, but I'm not losing a whole lot of the B ones. So this Crumpets is still making admins. At this point, I only have, that's the second admin, but again, I'm just focusing on taking in depots before I make any more before I really start making admins. So yeah, now I'm pretty much defeated his attack. It's too much firepower. And all his rockets died too. Now it comes out with the mortars. Yeah, there's another air battle over here. Or very minor air battle. I'll still finally get a recon out. Then, but there's a blockhouse, but I just brute forced my way through it since I have so much armor. It has these mortars, but they die to low little range. But then come out the Yogg Panthers. Like, god damn it. And my Lorraine's died to the Yogg Panthers, so I can't really force my way through again. You know, I don't know why I got so focused on pushing through this area, since it's so defensive focused. I should have started pushing up this way, across the edge. This I should have pushed up this sector. It's a lot easier to recon through. And I just got artillery right here besides the city, the lake, and I can just bombard it. I was just checking his speed, it's 31. How much do Lorraine's have? Health, oh, it looks like I don't have any Lorraine's left right now. Oh wait, there we go. 31 speed too, okay. Now I'm pushing out with the AT again. Now at this point I'm starting to get my admin spam up. And yeah, now I take over the middle since in RUSE, if you're having trouble pushing through an area, but you have sphere economy, like instead of focusing more units on an area, necessarily just open up a new front or start putting pressure on another part of the map. Like I'm about to start putting pressure through this mid right here. And there's a town forest right here, but he doesn't have anything here. So the river is a bit of a choke point, but beyond that, it's lots of open terrain that I can recon easily through. He gets out mortars, which is really good response, and I need to get these AT guns split up before they all die. Although his mortars are really close, so I move up my GPH or GPF. Or paratrooper, I'm not sure. I think I was sending this guy towards the town. Get a barrage off, and I actually end up killing his proto base too, which is really nice. I kill it. Man, if I had another GPF, I would have killed those admins too. So, and actions died down a little bit. I mean, it's just it's too difficult to push through here, especially with the recon problems I'm having. Like, it's just really awkward to see. It would have been really nice if I got a proto base and started building the heavy artillery, then I could kill all his recon super easily. It would block like heavy artillery, well, 2-shot light units, or the heavy assault guns, 2-shot light units, and add like 15 of them will kill a Puma, or like 2 Savile it. The mortars are being really annoying by killing my AT guns. Oh yeah, so I get vision with my Panhard and I strafe 3 of the mortars, which is a really, really nice gain. Unfortunately, I'm losing all these soft 40s to the Yog Panther. I didn't move my AT guns up. Now I have seen them over here actually. I don't have any AT guns right here, so I start streaming out a bunch more units. I also start making heavy artillery right here, so I can shoot at whatever bases and units, or and like the mortars over here. Ideally, kill a proto base too. It'd be kind of neat if, you know. Oh shit, those 2 soft parties just died. I came so close to capturing this, but I had the infantry in the forest right here specifically for that reason. Stop units from capturing the barracks. Yeah, it's a decently effective infantry push. I mean, I just have too much money and too much income. Or it's just killing all my AT guns, but at least I'm getting counter battery off. He surrenders because, I mean, well, let's count the damage real quick. I have 11 and he only has 8, plus I still have several depots still on the field. Yeah, there's just not enough money for him. Or does he have he doesn't have an easy combat solution against my forces, like just having a stack. Instead, it's like Like he has like a bunch of infantry and AT. Yeah, but I have so much assault on artillery that all his units keep on dying, so he has to do like specific damage causing moves while my units can just like live and be causing damage. So it's just a lot harder for him to like he has to force combat attack, like force good combat decisions in order to get gains while I can just kind of exist and kill him. Had a lot more income. Crumpets had 1,080 losses of infantry, 990. Oh, Crumpets get good. World War One infantry losses. Oh, so that's fun. Crumpets actually got more in admin billings to me. That's because I built mine so much later since I was getting so much depot income. Anyway, that is the end of this video.